Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Let's take a look at the headlines. 28 states and UTs have appointed nodal officers to curb hate speech, Centre informs Supreme Court. Allahabad High Court gives nod to Banke Bihari Temple corridor. Delhi High Court considers PIL challenging mandatory participation in CLAT PG examination for selection in Indian Army's JAG. Raghav Chadha challenges summons and defamation complaint before Delhi High Court. Parliamentary Standing Committee upholds legitimacy of Hindi names proposed for new criminal laws. Now the headlines in detail. The Supreme Court has been informed by the central government that 28 states and union territories have appointed nodal officers in adherence to its guidelines aimed at preventing mob violence and lynching following instances of hate speech. The Ministry of Home Affairs submitted a status report in response to a series of petitions seeking directives to curb hate speech. According to the status report, many states and union territories, including Delhi, Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh, have appointed nodal officers. The Supreme Court, through an order dated August 25, 2023, sought responses from the state governments regarding the status of their compliance with its 2018 guidelines, mandating the appointment of district-level nodal officers. The 2018 order issued a set of guidelines to the centre as well as state governments to manage and prevent the rising number of hate crimes, including mob lynching and violence. These guidelines expedited trials and contained measures as to victim compensation and stricter punishments and disciplinary actions against negligent law enforcement officials. The top court emphasized the importance of promptly addressing offences like hate crimes, cow vigilantism, and lynching incidents and mandated the appointment of nodal officers to oversee hate crimes and register FIRs nationwide. The Allahabad High Court has given approval to the Uttar Pradesh government's plan to build a corridor for Banke Bihari Temple in Mathura. The corridor aims to facilitate the convenience of devotees visiting the temple. The decision was made by a bench comprising the Chief Justice Pritinkar Divakar and Justice Ashutosh Srivastava while hearing a public interest litigation. Under the scheme outlined by the state government, the corridor's development involves the acquisition of approximately 5 acres of land surrounding the temple, specifically for the purpose of worshipping and rituals to be performed by the devotees. The court ensured that during the period of development, the rights of devotees will not be interfered with. In this regard, the bench observed, "We make it clear that darshan of the devotees shall not be hampered in any manner, except for the implementation of the scheme, during which appropriate alternative arrangements shall be made." On the issue of encroachment around the temple premises, the court granted the state government authority to take necessary steps to remove any encroachments on the roads leading to the temple. Furthermore, the court directed the government to ensure that no further hindrances or encroachment occur on these roads after the corridor development scheme has been implemented. The PIL also highlighted law and order issues arising from substantial gatherings of devotees, as well as instances of theft, loot and property loss. The petitioner also contended that the local administration has failed to manage the gathering of devotees, and the lack of a proper walking corridor to the temple has led to many unfortunate incidents. The court has now scheduled the matter for hearing on January 31st, 2024. A division bench of the Delhi High Court, led by the acting Chief Justice Manmohan and also comprising Justice Mini Pushkarna, is reviewing a public interest litigation that questions the requirement of mandatory participation in the common law admission test for aspiring candidates seeking selection into the Indian Army's Judge Advocate General branch. The petition challenged the notification regarding the induction of army officers through the 33rd course of the JAG entry scheme on the grounds of it being arbitrary, unjustified and in violation of Articles 14, 16, 19, 1G and 21 of the Constitution of India. The notification, issued in 2023, imposes the requirement that the candidate shall have appeared in the CLAT postgraduate examination, despite its notification and conclusion by December 2022. The petitioner argued that making CLAT appearance a qualification for JAG was unjustifiable, as there was a contradiction within the notification itself, stating that while the test is mandated, the marks obtained will not hold any significance in the selection process. The court has fixed November 28th as the date of next hearing in the matter. Aam Aadmi Party leader Raghav Chadha has moved the Delhi High Court against a summons issued by a trial court in a criminal defamation case filed against him by Delhi BJP leader CLAT Bihari Goswami. Goswami in his complaint alleges defamatory remarks made by Raghav Chadha and one other leader of AAP, Satyendra Jain, concerning the North Delhi Municipal Corporation funds. Goswami was notably the chairperson of the NDMC Standing Committee and claimed that the two leaders have made remarks to lower his moral and intellectual character in the eyes of the general public. Earlier, a magisterial court has issued summons against Chadha and Jain, and the summoning order was upheld by the Sessions Court on November 9th, stating that it was perfectly correct and legal on facts as well as law. Chadha has challenged this order of the Sessions Court before the High Court. The matter came for hearing before Justice Swarnakanta Sharma of the Delhi High Court, who has listed the matter for hearing on December 11th, after Chadha's counsel sought time to file additional documents in the case. In a significant development, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs has affirmed the use of Hindi names for the 3 new criminal laws and upheld it as constitutionally sound. Dismissing criticism from certain political quarters, the committee pointed to Article 348 of the Constitution, which stipulates the use of English language in the Supreme Court, High Courts, Acts, Bills, and legal documents. According to the committee's report, the use of Hindi names such as Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and Bharatiya Saksha Adhiniyam is not violative of any provision of the Constitution, since the underlying text of the legislation is English. Senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram questioned the rationale behind Hindi names of the new laws, while DMK chief and Tamil Nadu CM M.K. Stalin labelled the bills as an attempt to recolonization in the name of decolonization. The Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan dismissed criticism, calling it petty politics, asserting that there was no breach of constitutional provisions since the bills were drafted in English. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum, and subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.